Yes, welcome to the Punkery show here with your host Rashon and my co-host Kesh. Alright, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about, don't we, Kesh, huh? A
Yeah,
lot of
it's
stuff,
been
yes.
it's been kind of eventful week at CnR this week. Like we seen the release of RPV video, we seen the release of the results of the CnR Awards, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you released a video as well, which was CnR and numbnut show. So
Oh yeah, the CnR Awards numbnut show and the donkey that went with it. And, because the first thing we're going to do is get into the CNR Awards and all the categories and who won them.
really, I wanted
But no,
I wanted to
before
get
that,
into video.
the video? No,
I
I
wanted to
know.
get yeah.
But before that, before we get into the video even, right off the bat, I just wanted to talk about the snittery, of the Donkey of the Day last night because, again, the final day was Horsenit, okay? And, of course, when you talk for a very long time, because that was the longest Donkey of the Day in the history of Donkey of the Days, people are going to gravitate towards one word, and that's rig. Okay, and I'm not quite sure if I want to go there, even though I did say it at the end of the Donkey of the Day read. But my two biggest problems with the CNR Awards was at the final day, where for some reason TBI Techno Wars votes were counted, even though the post was clearly copied. Okay, and again, I know, again, like I said, I wasn't, hosting the awards, but if I look at that post, I would have immediately gone back to Urix's. I would have remembered how Urix posted his. And for a guy, like I said, who had his first post in 10 months, you can't tell me that someone influenced his votes, okay?
It's kind of
Especially
funny
since they
that
were
it
copied.
got locked straight away. Like after the amount of the votes was just right for a certain person to win, uh, the entire thing got locked. Which I
Exactly.
think it's kind of funny, but oh well. I just think it's kind of funny because the guy who organized this whole thing, I have had some complaints whilst the voting was still going on. And he was like, Kish, why do you care so much about the votes? Why do you care so much about the votes? Uh, and then you have this guy, who obviously asked people to vote, people that have not voted in 10 months. And also in the past, the Hitman of the Year award, which happened from some weird accounts. He got many votes.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
don't actually think if he's entitled, to say, Cash, why do you care so much about the votes?
That was
I
complete
just kind
irony,
of,
yeah.
I was kind of shitting on the entire thing, not exactly on just one category. Just how the voting has been done in general, and how the organizers of the voting don't actually stick to the rules they created themselves. It's kind of weird, and especially when you're an admin and you're supposed to be like an example for others, I guess.
Yeah, and exactly. And also, like, just when you look at the time that Catch posted the votes, and I understand it's 1 minute, but there is no reason why Catch's vote should have counted. Okay? It's
Yes.
clear, obvious as day. He set the boundary for what time the votes end, and, you know, here's the thing. Like I said in the donkey, like you see Catch, Ali, Chris the Edge, they're all playing together. Catch,
I
all of a
I
sudden, last
actually
post.
caught the. Sorry to interrupt you. That was really not nice. But I actually, like, me and Cyber were driving around the San Fierro that very day, and I just find it's a little bit odd that they are all together, like Ali, Cyber, and Catch were all in the same car. And now that I saw this voting shenanigans going on, it just immediately clicked in my head. Oh, that's why they were together, you know, because they probably were talking about the votes.
Possibly.
Possibly, I mean, can't be sure.
I mean, I didn't flat out accuse him, but the thing is, you can't put so much, evidence together and tell me that something didn't happen. Okay, because I'm almost sure Christy Edge knew what was going on with how some of the categories were going, and you got this vendetta bullsnit, and I don't know how well Catch knows Skimmer or vice versa, but regardless of that, that shouldn't have counted. And with Mud Christy Edge, man, there's the thing, I do not blame Skimmer for anything. Okay, he's just there to count all the votes. I'm almost sure he had no wrongdoing. Like, he probably did relay, how the votes were going, but Christy Edge, I mean, I think the responsibility has to go on that VOD. I mean, I want to say he did nothing. He did negative. He did negative. He did negative.
Apart he was in really nice position though to know the votes a little bit, like, he had a little bit more power than the average person, doing nothing but still having a little bit more power. So I guess like all the times we made fun of Christy that he cannot count and that's why he hired Skimmer, to count for him. You gotta give it to Christy as well, like for organizing this whole thing. The guy obviously can count, and he can count pretty well. To scheme this whole thing,
To skim the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, here's the thing, like, if we're gonna dismiss the rig argument, Christy Edge should just had the cojones to come in. He's the host. He makes all the judgments. You've got to make a fair judgment all around. And if these two Sam Faggots, Urix, and TBI Techno, you look at both their posts, it's obvious. It's copied. All right, you have to be the bigger man, even though he's not really a big man, but you've got to be a bigger man to come in and be like, bro, honestly, let's be for real here. Technor copied the post. There's no reason why that should have counted. And be the bigger man. Even if you're influencing Catch to post on the topic, it's no problem that you tell him to go vote. That's fine. And tell him to vote as fast as he can so that he can get it before the deadline. But Catch pressed submit after the deadline. So you have to be like, okay, I tried to get this guy to post, but unfortunately he was too late. So I just have to think, all right, he was late. I can't count this. Because like I said, with the priest killer thing, like, he voted from an deactivated account, and I said to him, you have to be activated. So I told him to make a new members topic, and I would activate him. But then I look at his new members topic, he says he's from Texas and not Indonesia, which is wrong. So here's the things I could have done. I could have edited his post so that it said he's from Indonesia. But if I did that, then that would be exposed. You know what I mean? So when I saw that topic, I was like, I told him, yeah, you're not going to get activated if you say you're from Texas, bro. But he never edited the post. Some guy, I think it was Ninja Tuna, exposed him, and he was fucked. So his votes didn't count. I was fucked too. So his votes didn't count. I could have auto-activated him, even though he lied, but I didn't because I have a sense of integrity. Okay.
Yes.
And, you know, even if he, gave me some benefits, I'm not gonna take that benefit if it's dirty, okay? And with Mug Christy Edge back in 2012, I was gonna expose him for that last year in the Numbnut show, but it didn't fit with what I was trying to say. He outsourced votes from mini missions, and Polygato, you know, made a foreign multi-account which no one fucking caught up on until after the awards ended. And he won fraudulently. I don't have the sound effect for that, but he won fraudulently, and Uche should have won that in 2012, but, fair and square is just not what we're going for here. And, again, I take responsibility for letting Chris the Edge host these awards because there was no way in hell that I should have let him do it, even with how much I didn't want to do it. But if I had to, bust my own ass for a week to, melt my brain to count these gay votes, I would have done it to take back this fuggery. And, continuing on with the CnR Awards, because I think I talked the mug thing to death. Besides that, besides the final day of the CnR Awards, it was fine. It was fine, but that goes to the CnR Awards numbnut show that I released on, was it Sunday or something? I really have to next time release it a few days after the votes close, because if I didn't, well, maybe you would have had the Techno War and Chris the Edge thing come up that time, but I guess I'll go straight to Money, I guess, because he at the time was the number one numbnut of the awards, and he, sometimes you just wonder, man, as time goes on, because like I said before, you talk about admins, right, and you gotta be, favorable to every admin at every single time, no matter what. But there's just times when they do stuff and it's really questionable, and Money, his post was very questionable. It was questionable last year with the Mew and Crazy Bob CnR couple, and this year even more questionable. He copy pasted from last year, tried to meme it up this year. I know a few people went on his bandwagon by voting Mew and Crazy Bob for server couple, which is fine, I guess, but this year no one else did. He was the only guy that's, just can't let it go, Can't let it go. What do you think?
I mean, she's a little girl, but obviously she has a big, huge place in his heart, because even after 2 years, he's not ready to let it go, and I think that's kind of sad, because obviously she never really cared that much about him, I guess. So, everything has its time, and I know it takes some time, especially to get over long relationships. I was one myself, but it's not gonna change anything, People are already aware that they are a couple, and it's only gonna make you look more stupid, and they won't care. Nothing will change for them. So I don't know. Especially, I find it even weirder because he didn't even change the votes from last year. It would be okay, kind of if he still voted them for the server couple, but at least he changed the vote from the last year.
Exactly.
But he obviously just did it, to put them out there and nothing else. That was the sole purpose of his votes,
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I was actually kind of hoping, that you would get the numbnut award, which didn't happen.
Of course.
Because it would be damn funny, to have the biggest numbnut on the server have a numbnut show about others. It's kind of like you would have the bigger hacker or abuser have a show on YouTube trying to display how everyone else is hacking,
Yeah, every day it happens.
Comical. But were you actually worried at some point that you will win? Did it cross your mind that you might?
I thought from 3 days before the awards ended, I thought for sure I was winning numbnut of the year. Like, you know, the first couple days went by, and all of a sudden, a fag voted me for numbnut. I don't know if it was Hugo Boss or Surust first. Yeah, I'm sorry, Yanigiv or Surust first, and then people started to continue with that, and then Cash put the cherry on top, and I was like, bro, like, I'm really gonna get numbnut of the year, and it's all fraudulent because it's just all the residual snit from Donkey Today and the other numbnut shows, you know. But here's the thing, like, pretty much I only got voted numbnut of the year from Sam, Slovenians, and Surust, the three S's.
I didn't vote you.
I know, but the other Slovenians voted me numbnut.
It just kind of shows you, you know, like earlier I said, people were like, Cash, why do you care about this? Cash, why do you care about that? You know, and like the CnR awards are actually the great thing, even though they're shit and they don't mean anything, you know, because they're rigged. But it's kind of like saltiometer, whatever, you know. You kind of see who's still salty with you, who doesn't like you, you know. It all comes out just a little bit. So obviously, you know, people are kind of salty, and it's kind of funny because Donkey of the Day really isn't to piss off people, but more like to make them think about themselves a little bit, I guess.
Exactly.
But I did expect actually Sales to win the numbnut. I was really disappointed he didn't, because I think he's well deserving of the title.
Yeah, Sales, he did win.
He did win?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that in the end someone else won. Completely someone else.
He was number 1, I was number 2, and somebody else was number 3.
Well, that makes sense. You know, I like someone listening to the show could say, Rashon and Cash, they're just like hating on everything because they're number 2 in everything. You know, you got number 2 in nicest admin, maybe.
I got number 2 in favorite. Number 2 in favorite. Yeah.
And you got number 2 in numbnut, and I got number 2 in favorite player and nicest player. So, you know, forever destined to be second best, I guess.
Yeah, even though you got cheated from favorite player, and you know,
I did, but you know,
completely cheated. I mean, who knows? I mean, Christy Edge. I mean, honestly, like, just honestly, it was bad. It's awful. It's awful.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. It was terrible.
I mean, I knew Christy Edge is a little bit, you know, not to be trusted, and probably not the most responsible person on the world. But I thought, you know, that since he's admin now, that he's gonna be able to step up a little bit and be an example to others. But
yes,
you know,
clearly not.
Clearly not.
Clearly not. Yeah, it's funny because, you know, I think there are gonna be some fags that say, you know, Rashon just trying to defend or white knight Cash, but listen, I'd have,
Yes, I would like that.
But listen, I would have the same energy if someone else got fucked. Maybe even if it was a Sam member that got fucked, I'd have the same energy, because we have to listen. This is the reason why admins are the only people who can host the CnR Awards, okay? Because they're supposed to hold the integrity of what this is supposed to be. And it's one thing when people can't, you know, vote and, you know, think for 10-15 minutes. Just take the fucking time to do so, to, you know, think of each category and shit. But when the host fucks it as well and tries to manipulate the, you know, ending for a category, that's complete bullshit.
I honestly don't even understand people that edit votes like 5-6 times, you know, because I don't know if you saw my post, but I did my post in freaking gradient colors, you know?
Yes.
I looked on internet like the hex codes for the colors to make them nice, and still I did it once without like editing, because you actually have like so many tools, like you copy shit into Notepad, or I don't know, like you have preview mode even on forums. So I don't actually understand people that have to edit like 5 times.
Me either.
I have no clue like what they are doing, you know, that they need to even edit. And if you care so little, I mean, this happens like once a year, right? And there's rules on top and stuff. If you're too lazy to read through 5 lines of rules, then you probably shouldn't vote, you know? You're not eligible to vote, I guess. I don't know. It feels like.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, people just, like I said, they scroll down, get the categories, copy paste. You know?
Yeah, and like about the thing that you said, you know, I know for the fact that there's gonna be some people that are gonna think, see, like Rashon made two shows now about this. Like, first of all, he made the CnR news, then he made a donkey out of Christie, and now he's talking about it on the radio. I know there's gonna be people for certain that gonna say, oh, look what Cash made him do, you know. But yeah, I do discuss things with Rashon sometimes about the donkeys and give him material because he's just as lazy as Christy, and I need to supply him with shit. But this was like actually just his own work. Like I did not even know what happened minute to minute with the votes because I didn't really care that much. And also, I didn't know about the thing that happened years ago with Christy Edge, like getting fake votes for the Hitman of the Year. Because, I don't know, I didn't pay attention to it, I guess. So this was all just Rashon's work, and I honestly did not have, like, he actually was like, one night I was on Discord, he was like, yeah, in the morning you're gonna see what I put on news, and it's gonna be surprise. So I did not even know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you know, because, listen, like, as Kesh said, like, she didn't influence the donkey whatsoever because when I first saw Techno Wars post, it was like at night, I'm pretty sure, and I posted in this radio's Discord that he completely copied Urix and there's no way that vote should count, and I said that before I even figured out what was going on with the favorite player race. I had no idea. In fact, I didn't even really see Techno War voted Skimmer for favorite player. I just noticed the sheer copy.
I actually thought that the favorite player is gonna go to, I don't know, someone like Stella, even though that she probably doesn't fall into that category anymore because people just vote her for favorite admin rather than favorite player. But first, like, no offense to Skimmer, but like, I did not see him win that at all. I don't know where he got votes from, but obviously there's a lot of Sam members.
Yeah, that's completely true. I mean, so I mean, it was all a botch. I'm not gonna say, even though I did say last night, like, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's a complete 100% rig, but there were for sure shenanigans going on, and the lack of responsibility from the host Mug Christie Edge is appalling. Very appalling. But I guess I can throw away my salt and let's actually go over the categories and who won for all this snit. So, best cop and best hitman, like I said, for the first time in CnR history, Evangelist won best cop and best hitman. Drop one of clues bombs from him. I mean, wow.
The thing is, though, that I cannot really dispute that. Even though it happened the first time ever, like, if you watch that, his half-year recap that he posted on forums, it is really evident that he is very skilled as a hitman and as a cop, so, you know, I think it's deserved. I mean, for sure, there's others as well that are deserving, especially in the cop category, you know. There's a lot of good cops on CnR. But, you know, why not? I mean, the others have gotten it before, and I think it's right that he gets it once as well.
Yeah, it's true. You know, Backfire once told me that the best hitman, like if you are the best hitman, then cop is very easy for you because you know hitman is basically chase and kill, whereas cop is just chase and arrest. So you know, I guess
No, it's like
logically,
chase and kill about chase and kill nowadays too, kind of. I mean, you see more people killing arrest than it was before. People are scared to jump into water, get wet feet or whatever, you know,
well,
and they just kill everyone. I think it's
yeah,
kind
it's
of
true.
become more common. I know that, like in past, there were admins even that used to hog for you, like shooting at the warrant after they were no longer able to fight back or when they were on fire or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
And
that's
nowadays,
changed.
like no one gives a snit.
It's
So
changed. Yeah.
yep.
So yeah, you know, let's see. Viktorovich got second place for best cop. He did post in the thread though, when I was talking about how, you know, they botched the best rate my chase category, that I apparently did some wrongdoing last year with counting, that I counted people's votes who had mistakes in their votes, and I just want to say I don't remember, but if people made mistakes in their votes, like a couple of them, that does not mean their entire post gets disqualified. So I just wanted to say that. I'm pretty sure Viktorovich will not hear this, but I just wanted to say, because I don't want to clutter the new member. I'm sorry, I don't want to clutter the CnR Awards topic with accusations of, you know, Christy Edge not doing snit and, you know, all that. I don't want to start an argument. So, you
See,
know,
someone told me that the Viktorovich was actually an RPV video, but he was under name Unforgiven because Ratsville has messed up. Which is really weird because I remember seeing picture from Viktorovich like when he was a nerdy kid, I guess. And if that's actually him on the picture, he looks way different now. But it would make sense because like his background does look like a Russian sort of flat. No offense, but I can recognize it.
I don't know. I'd have to look at that again or some
Yeah.
snit. Let's see.
You have not looked at RPV like 1,000 times over? I mean, there's 5 girls this year.
Well, I mean, I have, but not the unforgiving guy. No, I didn't look. I
Oh,
didn't.
you stopped before? Oh, so cute.
Yeah, that section of the RPV was not what I was looking at. Okay, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so you know,
Yes.
yeah. Well, Evangelist, he beat out Player Q by 1 vote for best hitman. They had a Hitman Dueltage that they released during the CnR Awards period. Watched it pretty good. I will be honest and say, now I know Evangelist is not fishing for votes like like Halcon does, but I have a problem when people like release videos during the CnR Award. I'm sorry, before the CnR Awards period, just to, you know, remind people. But Evangelist being best hitman, those well deserved. Okay. Trop easily again won best medic, and I boycotted the category this year because Trop is a cool guy, like I said before, but from now on, for me to give you my vote for best medic, anyone can hear this. You have to be an aggressive, force curing medic, okay?
Yes.
Or
Otherwise, it's not fun.
exactly. Or you know,
You have to piss off people.
you have to piss off people, exactly, okay? And Trop just doesn't do that. You know, he's a nice dude. He just wouldn't be the guy to force cure people, and we need that back again. Okay, but Trop easily.
Is there even any forceful medic? I mean, like Typhoid Mary is also a medic, but I don't think she's one like that either. So
I don't think
is
so.
there even one? I think Messed Up Smiley is the only one that occasionally is doing medic work, though I'm not sure. But he's
Yeah.
freaking abusive admin too. I mean, he's when he's like private medic, he's only infecting me and no one else. So fuck him.
Well, I mean, that probably counts. I mean, if you were a private medic and you were fucking with people or, you know, racing to help people when they are, you know, down to very low health. That's also a very good medic, but, you know, Trot, just not a lot of mobility from Trot for me to give him the vote again. Very simple. Best salesman, Babel. Babel won by 2.
You must like this one.
No, I don't.
Your personal favorite.
I would have rather Skimmer won this award than Babel, because Babel is a meme. He won by 2 over Skimmer, who won by 2 over Crazy Driver. So
This award is really weird, though. I mean, what does make like the best seller? You know, I mean, is there really any skill in standing in City Hall and selling things?
No.
Like, I don't know. Like, maybe if you were like a little bit innovative, like if you like try to sell a little bit different things than others, or try to find different ways to do it, maybe then, you know, it would make more sense. But I don't know. I don't really understand those sort of awards, you know.
yeah, I don't either. After a while, they've gotten stale and campy.
Yeah, there's really a lot of people as well in those categories. I mean, there must be, you know, on every city you have few people that sell stuff, and as also you have weapon dealers, for example.
Well, I guess so, but I mean, I guess I'm biased. I mean, I don't buy weapons, so how would I know who's the best salesman? You know. So yeah.
Abuse.
Yeah. What can I do? I guess I can't talk snake. Best rapist. You know, I guess Jawher 7 is just gonna in perpetuity win this award. Handjobs got 16 votes, but I don't think he's played this year really. So
No, I
I'm
did
not sure
see
what to
him
do.
though in Sarah's topic. You know, so obviously he's still around, kind of, but
Yeah. I haven't seen him in game though.
no, I have not either.
He was playing this summer.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, maybe. But best rapist, yeah. One year there's just gotta be an overhaul, and some of these categories that used to really be prominent a few years ago, they gotta just they gotta get them out of here, because people just don't do it anymore, or they just don't do it well anymore, or something like that. Or we're voting people who were great rapists in 2015. You know, that's just bullshit, basically. Best driver, taxi driver, that went to Hugo Boss.
No shit.
No snit, yes, Hugo Boss. What can I say? I mean, I don't usually play when Hugo Boss is online, so I don't really know if this is legitimate. But, you know, nobody plays taxi driver, you know, so...
He does though.
Oh.
I mean, he always buys Bullet or something, upgrades it to be the driver car, and then he just sits at City Hall, you know. Which, for this the same reason, I actually thought it's funny when people suggest him as the best driver, but in driving ability, you know. Because I don't know how much skill does it take actually to get from City Hall to PD at the post, you know. Because he's legit never driving around. The only thing he does is sit in front of City Hall and collects his sweet cash from the stocks, I suppose.
Yeah.
I don't see there's other way that he makes money.
I mean, ever since the driver skill like became universal, it's kind of been useless. And Crazy Bob should like morph the driver's skill to something in Vice City Stories, where you do a taxi mission, right? You drop a guy off at a store, they rob the store, and you can drive them to the fucking, target place to win money or, you know, shit like that. But then that would require a driver to be able to have a wanted level and keep the driver status, which, you know, I don't know. But taxi driver is a meme in 2018.
Yes.
It is. Best driver of driving ability, well, that...
That's the salty one,
That's
no?
the salty one, yeah. That goes to Calcon. Calcon has won Best Driver of Driving Ability. He beat me by 5 votes. I was in second place. Well, yeah, you know, Calcon, he's a great driver, man. You know, I'll say that. You know, I don't think he's better than I am. Which,
Of course not.
of course not. You know, why would I say someone's better than me at something that I think I'm really good at? But yeah, what can I say? You know, congratulations to Calcon. I'll continue to talk snit, but you know, congratulations. You know, I shake your hand, Calcon, and GG.
You're gonna
Nice
spit
job.
in it first, though. No?
Maybe I actually might, but yeah, you know, Calcon, best driver, GG. Fuck you. Best pilot, that goes to Dick Swanson. Dick Swanson won best pilot, 2 votes over Evangelist, with Blister in 3rd place, then Shuppy, then Ghost Hunter. Yeah, Dick Swanson, he is.
Why? Why
What?
no one voted Soma? Just because he's like not talking much in chat. You know, he's Russian.
Is he
but,
Russian?
Yeah, he's Russian.
I
But
had no idea.
he's really really good pilot. I mean, for me he's like obviously up there with Dick
He's
Swanson.
really good
But
support where you need it.
yeah, he also goes like for ones that are far away, you know, and I mean, even rustlers nowadays kind of just circle around the city more, you know, because if it happens they crash outside the city, they're too lazy to walk back, you know, or drive back or whatever, find the ride.
Yeah.
But like he legit always goes for everyone, so that just tells you how these awards are both made, you know, because the presence on server and how much you talk in chat and all of this really plays more of the role than the skill itself in some cases, you know.
That's true, yeah. I mean, I guess I didn't remember Soma at the time because he was in several Rate My Chases, and every time, you know, we'd see Soma, you know, come around, he was pretty good, you know, did a lot of dips and tricks, so Soma is a very, very, very good rustler pilot. And I guess, yeah, you have a point. I guess after Dick Swanson, fuck's sake. But yeah, I would.
Girlfriend calling. Holy shit, we're gonna have a break again.
Fuck that. Listen, okay, but
Is the call incoming from France?
wait, no, listen, okay, bullshit, shut your bullshit. But but yeah, Soma, yeah, he's excellent. All right, so fuck you, Cash. Anyway, best trucker, that overwhelmingly went to Snorkel. He took over half of the vote, and you know, I think Snorkel is the only guy. I know other people have done it. Cyber and Mega have trucked this year a lot, but with Snorkel, it just fits. That's all I can say. It just fits.
Yep.
So yeah.
Though he does it like, of course, he does it much less now because he's an admin, you know. So I think he had to give up like his rustler a little bit. He had to give up his trucking a little bit. I mean, it happened to Ghost Hunter as well when he was promoted. But hopefully, you know, it will not suck the fun and life out of him, because when you get promoted, I guess it is also important to keep the balance, so you don't do just admin shit as well and then forget to play as a player, because I guess eventually it wears you out. And I would definitely not like to see Snorkel quit or something because he can't do his own thing anymore.
Yeah, it's true. You know, even as an admin or even not, you have to keep some variety in your gameplay. That'll, you know, make you stick around CnR a bit longer and all that. Let's see.
See, you have Soma right now on the server.
Yeah, I see Soma. Actually, I saw him do /cry.
You see this Russian smiley right now? Like, they just do like a bracket, you know. That's the telltale sign that you're Russian. Or if you're a girl, that you're a bitch like Russian girly.
Better watch what you say. She can, you know, destroy you in one punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, she's Russian.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, exactly. You know, she's stronger than most of the people on the server, so you know she could knock
actually,
everyone
Rashon,
here.
you could check how strong she actually is.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What a big fuck. So best fisher, another tough category here. The slight win by Old Man Chivo. Chivo beat Lovely Sinner by just 1 vote. For best fisher, I was pretty sure that Lovely Sinner was gonna win, but Chivo,
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
he's the guy.
does Chivo actually fish that much? I know he's
I don't
in
think so.
an 8 time zone, and I don't play that much in that time zone, but whenever he is on, I don't actually ever see him fish. I do remember once though that he was fishing, in San Fierro, somewhere like close to docks, and he was yellow, and I gave him ticket, and he didn't pay for ages, like for legit ages. I thought that he's gonna turn like orange, before he pays. So I thought, okay, maybe he doesn't have money, and I give him money and I say pay, and he's like, give me time, and I'm like, I gave you plenty of
Give
time,
you
and he's
time.
like, no, give me time, because I'm thinking whether I should pay ticket or just kill you. And I was like, what? I'm nice, I'm giving you money to pay the ticket, and you're seriously considering that? So yeah, it's just Old Man Chivo, It's...
Well, yeah, that's Chivo. I mean, if he killed you, then that's pretty much what Rat, Sink to Biggie, and Bega got permanently disabled for a day for. So, yeah, I guess we'll get to that one. Best dressed player. I mean, I don't really pay attention to how people dress, but gave it the Music Box. Music Box destroyed everyone. So Music Box won best dressed player. Shout out to that guy. I think he's on the server right now. So GG. It's Music Box. What happened?
Someone gave me fire objects and I thought my fucking car is on fire.
Oh,
I think it was Jane's.
what a complete noob. It got faked out.
And just in the right time as well. I just
Obviously.
hit the wall. And the fire just started. You're a faggot, James. You should get the award for the most abusive admin straight away. Even though you're only admin for a little bit.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Oh, it was messed up Smiley. Can you imagine?
Yeah, nice RDM. You just RDM
Apparently
Giants.
the nicest admin, right? Yeah, my ass.
You completely RDM Giants. I mean, get her out of here. Get her out of here.
Get your ass bent.
Get that ass banned. Speaking of
cyber, fuck that.
Speaking of get that ass banned, I think best username should be scrapped.
What?
Best username, that category should be scrapped. It's an awful category.
Because some people vote like the funniest one, some people vote the weirdest name, some people vote like the most offensive name. Like it's really too vague, I guess.
It's autism.
Who did your vote though for the best name?
I voted Tanner.
Huh?
Tanner, yes, because how you say it,
yeah.
But Kiko.
I voted Must Have Smiley.
Yeah, that's a good name.
I think his name is good.
It's a good name, but the people that tied for best username were Kiko and Konamilla. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know either.
I mean, Kiko just sounds like a very, like, simple name. I mean, well, if you say, like, Kiko, like I do, kind of, it's a bit different, but, looking at it, it's kind of simple. So, honestly, like, we need to scrap that snit next year. Get him out of here. Get him out of here! Best Sam Dog. Yes. A landslide went to Mug Christy Edge. I mean, you couldn't have a Christy Edge, CnR Awards without a Best Sam Dog category. The D was not even capitalized. GG. But yeah, Mug Christy Edge. The fabrication of the CnR Awards award goes to him as well. Excellent. Speaking of fabrication, favorite player went to Skimmer. And like I said, I don't fault Skimmer at all for what happened, even though he was counting the votes. Even though with 3 hours to go, Kesh was the one who was going to win, and then you had TBI Technowar who basically copied, and then you had Catch who posted at a minute after deadline. So this category really does come with an asterisk, but you know, if we're just gonna go along with the fraudulence, then you know, Skimmer, yeah, best
Yo,
favorite
Rashon.
player. Wow.
It doesn't even matter who's the favorite player. The only thing that matters is that I am your favorite player.
Yep. I knew you were gonna say that. That's all that matters. Yeah.
Holy
don't-
shit,
it only-
I like to put people in uncomfortable places.
Listen, that wasn't
So
uncomfortable whatsoever. Okay. All that matters when it comes to favorite players. Who is the favorite player of a certain person? And even though, Cash, you didn't win favorite player, in my book, you're still the fuck, fucking Cornamel, man.
Caralho, velho.
What a fag.
Oh my god.
What a funk. GG. Fel van de Kloes Vlaamse Cornamel there. That was funny. Let's see. Funniest player goes to Fak Davis, and I can agree with that. You know, he basically won it. So how many votes did Balearis get? Balearis, I think Balearis got 1. No, he got 3. Never mind. I was gonna see how high he got on that.
Yo, Rashon, I think we should take a minute break. Because,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we need it, you know? No,
that's
I mean,
true.
the cities are changing,
Yeah,
so...
let's see to change. Yeah, so we're gonna have another break on the Punkery show here because Las Venturas is gonna change into the best city in the world. San Fierro will continue going down the categories of the CnR Awards when we come back. This is the Punkery show. Alright, welcome back. This is the Punkery show on the CnR radio. We're now in San Fierro, the best city in the world, but we only have 33 people on. So, for people that are listening, thanks. We appreciate that. Just going down the categories here, we stopped at favorite new player, and that goes to Leave the Titan. Even though I look at these players, most of these guys are not new. Lead the Titan, who won it, is not new. Rambest Girl is not new. This ape guy apparently is new. Kiko is not new. I don't know who Niall is. I guess he is new. Ludi Fizzy's not new. Lana Liz is not new. Debo's not new. Shoddy's not new. Lofi's not new. Smooth's not new. So, I think maybe we need to scrap that too. To be quite honest with you. And also, Cyber said people need to, do crimes, which we're probably not going to get. But
I mean, I wanted to vote Sefi for nicest new player because I actually thought he is a nice and new player. But I asked him actually before the voting, hey Sefi, like, can you tell me when you started playing? And he told me that he started playing like 4 years ago or something, so I probably robbed him of the vote because seeing how others voted, they voted for just their friends, But I still think I did the right thing because if he's not new, then he's just not new,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I look at the server, I really can't think of legit new players. So, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
For how the server is aging, but yeah, I don't know. That category, I think we got to get him out of here. Because the thing is, when you got so many categories, that just will lessen the chance that people are going to really sit down and think about Snap. You feel me? So, yeah. Nicest player went to Stella Clark. Stella Clark won with 10 votes and beat out Cash by 1. So how about that? What do you think about that, Cash?
What? About what?
You were beaten out by 1 vote for nicest player by Stella Clark. So close, but no cigar.
But no cigar.
Yeah.
Actually, Tutankhamun voted me for nicest player as well, but then I think I was angry with him on Las Venturas because I don't know if he was angry at me because I arrested or something happened like that, and he removed my vote. He edited the vote and gave vote to Calcon, and that was actually the only vote that Calcon has gotten for the nicest player.
Yeah.
He did want to change his vote back after, but somehow Christy didn't want to allow it to be changed back, which is weird because there was still like 2 days left to the end of the voting.
Yeah.
So it could have been done. It just didn't want to be done, you know, which is weird when you take into account all the things we said today. Or you could say that I got robbed of first place on favorite player and the draw with Stella on the nicest, but you know, it's CnR. What the fuck could I expect?
What do you expect?
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of foolery. You know? Yeah. What can you do? But you know, second best is fine, and also Gweens. This is live, right? It's live Gweens. Yeah.
Gweens.
Gweens. Yeah.
The guy who dates only high quality material girls or something, which I am not because I'm only second best. So find yourself someone better.
Rip in peace. Get that ass banned.
Get that ass
Get that ass banned. Destroyed. I see Lovely Sinner is already starting her campaign for Best Fisher 2019. So
She's already fishing.
yeah, she just
I
got
was
squid.
freaking sure that she's gonna win the nicest. I mean the best fisher award.
Yeah, I thought so too. But that last Chiva vote, GG. Speaking of that, most helpful player went to messed up. Smiley messed up Fag. He has changed ever since he became admin, but he is still a very helpful person, and that's one of the reasons why he got admin. So GG, the messed up Smiley, he won.
See, you gotta be first because if you're second in the categories like me, then you're only second and you also don't get an admin. So GG, messed up. You're doing it right. Go to freaking admin and a first place. Damn.
There you go, the double whammy right there. Let's see here. Most missed player was also a cuck because Cool won most missed player, but he won it because some months ago he left Harry's Discord. Was he banned or did he leave? I don't know. But you know, he
I don't know.
left Harry's Discord, and basically everyone from that Discord voted him most missed because they miss him being in that Discord, even though he technically, I'm pretty sure, didn't leave CnR.
I don't think so because I am pretty sure I saw him like maybe a week ago or something because I actually thought that he's dead, that he's not around anymore, and then I see him in game. But it's not that seeing him in game surprised me. It was that he was actually nice to me, which is weird. I don't know what happened to him, if he got the messed up Smiley treatment or something. But he was like legit nice, so I think just the absence from CnR did him well.
Yeah.
Maybe more people should leave. It would be nice for people around. I mean, after they come back.
That's true, I guess. But yeah, I guess, you know, Cool won. Most missed player. He's still here, but most missed, GG. CnR couple that went to Disco and Maca, Wisconsin. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
They are the most legit couple on the server. Of course, tied for second was Lucas and John, which, what can I say about that? You know?
Nice couple.
Nice couple.
I just
yeah.
wonder which one is the female of the relationship.
I mean, I don't know, but it's clearly a one-sided relationship because I'm pretty sure John wants nothing to do with that. you know. But
What did you think about you receiving so many girls, so many different votes with so many different girls?
well, you know, I I don't know. I guess people when people see me with people on the server, you know, they perma attach me to that player. Like for example, when all of you gays perma attached me to Angelina. Okay.
You were pretty attached to her, no?
Uh, no, no, absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not. So that was all bullshit, and I got bullshitted. Okay, that's all I can say about that. So yeah, yeah. What can I say?
I would actually really like to know who put a vote me and Warlord.
That was Shayla.
Because that guy
It was Shayla.
Shane?
Yeah, it was
What
Shayla.
the fuck? Like, where did you see us together? That's some bullshittery. Like, I understand people put me with Rashon because we're together on the radio and, you know, we kind of tease and, like, fuck around with each other. And I also understand people put me with Stepa because we play together a lot. And by the way, fuck you, CnR community. Like, for real. Stepa 69 is on a freaking suicide watch since the votes came out because he was legit hoping that me and him would get the first place, and then I would have to honor CnR votes and actually be a couple with him. And since that hasn't happened, I have not honored anything, and he's still in friend zone.
Well, I mean, Stepa, I was going to say Stepa should be happy for being tied for second until you said that. So,
Yes.
let's see. Yeah, GG. Rip in peace to Stepa. Speaking of that, server bitch goes to Tanner. Tanner won server bitch, I think, for the second straight year. He gets owned by the entire server. He, you know, rage quit, quote unquote, when Chuppy got admin. So, you know, poor guy. But Tanner, server bitch, deserved. Biggest ass licker goes to Crazy Driver. Crazy Driver. He beat out Kiko by 1.
See, that was another category that Stepa 69 wanted to win because he wants to, like, mine.
Well, you know, I didn't know Finnish guys were into that. So, you know, but apparently Step is. So you drop on a clues bomb to Step 69, man. He's a low key, you know, he's a low key monster, man. I tell you, you know he
Like, sex god.
yeah, you know, he on the exterior, you know, he posts fucking sad Pepe memes all the time because he's always sad. But below the exterior, he's, you know, he's a freak. Yeah.
He's not a freak. He's the cutest guy ever. Like, for real. He's really, really, really cute guy, and he even looks good. So, yeah, like, if there's any girls on CnR, hit up Stepa. He's really nice.
Well, Stepa, if a certain person at Fags kept attaching me to we're still playing, I would definitely you know, hook you up. Anyway, biggest troll, Tanner was mad he didn't win this last year because Jawher beat him out, but Tanner this time has won the biggest troll, beating Sales by 2, even though I think Sales and his, you know, idiocy is not a troll. I think he's really legitimately stupid. So, you know, GG. Kiko got 3rd place, then Lucas, then Wax. The rest of those guys are definitely trolls, for sure.
Well, what about Poopy? Why didn't Poopy get anything? I mean,
wow.
he could be the biggest troll, for sure.
Actually, yeah, you're right. He didn't get a single vote for biggest troll, and that possibly, that could be the biggest, you know, cuckery of the CnR Awards, like Mr. Poopy Butthole, the clear troll of the server, didn't get a single vote for biggest troll. I mean,
How did that happen?
yeah, I mean, who knows? But then again, the guy always says, "I'm gonna quit CNR, quit CNR," and he always comes up 2 days
That's
later.
what I
but,
was told today by Jar. He's always like, you know, I don't have any gain from him. Like, it's really one-sided. Like, I always bail him out of the jail, and like, I don't ever get anything in return other than him raping me to death and just taking shit all the time. So I just said I have enough of it. I'm not bailing you out anymore. Like, why should I be nice to you when like you're not nice to me at all, you know? And he's like, hey, Cash, why are you so serious? It's just a game. It's just a game. And he's like, I will not bother you anymore. Like, I'm old enough to quit this game now. You know, I think I heard this one like 10 times before.
Yeah,
I will be nice to you from now on. I swear God, I'm not like that in real life, you know.
That's what they all say. I mean, that's what they all say. But yeah, Mr. Poopy Butthole, what a name, man. That's all I gotta say. Speaking of faggery, the biggest numbnut, the numbnut of the year category, was won by Sales deservedly. But for some reason, I got second place with 8 votes, 3 behind Sales, which I can't quite understand. I mean, I kind of do, but that's complete faggery. Okay, I mean, basically, everybody who voted me numbnut of the year, again, like I said before, either Sam, Slovenians, or Sarust. Basically, those are the guys who voted me numbnut of the year, and it must be a play on the donkey today, you know, because you know, ever since the donkey renaissance in January and February, you know, donkey today has been in people's heads and made them mad. So, you know, yeah, but to be put into the class as Sales is kind of snit.
I think you just lost all the credibility. I think you might as well just put it down the mic and let Ali do it.
I guess so, you know, but listen, I've got integrity and the saltometer for the fags that did it. Well, middle finger to you and suck my cojones. Alright, very simple. Let's see here. To the admin categories now. The most friendly admin, of course, in perpetuity, this is gonna go to Ghost Hunter, and he again destroyed everybody for the second, third straight year, I don't know, but he beat out Kratos by 21 votes, and of course, your boy Rashon got tied for third, even though it should be fourth, but, you know, got 7 votes, yeah, you know, definitely one of the most friendly admins on CNR, despite the fact...
My ass, I even voted you for the nicest. I don't know how the fuck, probably was drunk or something.
Yeah, I mean, everybody who voted me for most friendly, they must have been drunk, yeah, I can go along with that, for sure.
Like, you never spawn me any car, you never give me any object, you never play with me even though you claim I'm your favorite player. Like, what the fuck is that bullshit?
Well, it takes more than playing with a person to constitute that, alright? But, yeah, you know, yeah, what Green said is correct, you know, Ghost Hunter likes to give people objects. I hate to do it, but somehow I was up there, so GG. Let's see here. Most effective admin, of course, back on Snoopak. Snoopak won most effective, doubling Ghost Hunter, pretty much. Ninja Tuna won it last year, only got 9. So GG. Also messed up Smiley. Had 8, despite the fact that he's been admin for 3 weeks, so
I actually feel super bad for Snoopek. I don't know, I've seen him in game a few times now, past weeks, and the only things I've seen him do in the game was legit. He was in a car, he moved like 5 meters in front with a car, and then he paused again. Obviously was dealing with complaints or something. And then I see him like in 20 minutes again, and he moves forward like 100 meters. And I think by the end of the week, he managed to like drive from PD to City Hall. Like, no shit. Like, he, even in the game, he, you know, he doesn't get to breathe, I guess. So I think it's deserved that he got the most effective admin award.
Yes, messed up Smiley for sure. If he keeps this snit up, he'll be a huge candidate next year. But as Smallgek has said, no longevity. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. Speaking of longevity, old man Chivo is one of the longest tenured active admins on the server that still plays. Yet he unanimously won most abusive admin. 23 votes for Chivo, beating Konamelo by double almost, and all of that. Let me just go back to most effective for a second. I mean, somebody should have voted Sarust for most effective. I mean, her admin skills are her admin skills are through the roof, man. I mean, for real.
No. Like, I'm jelly, fucking jelly, you know. Why was I not 16 back then and a nice player? I would have fucking qualified, you know, for being an admin. If someone says to me that she's nicer player than I was or whatever, you know, she obviously got admin on the grounds that she's nice, then seriously, you know, I don't take that bullshit. But she's back, you know. Maybe you need to give her a chance. Maybe she will become super effective once she figures out what's wrong with her.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, to be quite honest with you. As long as the gays that bandwagon her, I don't think it's gonna happen. Let's see. Yeah, so let's go to favorite admin now, because Shivo, you know, wrecked it for most
I
abusive.
also don't agree with the most abusive to Chivo. I think just people kind of, how to say, they kind of do that to themselves, you know? They kind of put him in the mood that he's just like that, because Chivo, he can be really nice guy, you know? I don't know how many people were present here like a few days ago, but I think Greens was one of them. Chivo had like really some really valid life advices, and he's full of them because obviously he's an old man. And if you get him on the right day and in the right mood, he can actually smile and be fun and be very knowledgeable about some things. So I don't know, I think it's just because he's dealing with kids and he's kind of old and they kind of piss him off, and that's why he's like that. But if those kids had different attitudes, then he would probably have been a bit different as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the players just bring out the abuse, quote unquote, in Shivo. So, you know, that's just what happens.
He did have like, I think like just right before the votes, I don't know if that's just a coincidence or something, but just right when the voting happened, there were like, I think like 3 complaints against him from 3 different players.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a lot, like in such a short period of time.
That probably helped his most abusive rating, but you know, the people that keep saying, you know, oh, we gotta demote this piece of shit admin. Listen, Chivo has been admin on this server since a lot of these people were like 8 years old. So there is no way in hell that Chivo is ever for anything going to be demoted. Okay, that's not going to happen. So you guys just gotta wave your flags, man, and
suck it up.
Suck it up, yeah, exactly. You know, be a man. All right. Let's see here. Favorite admin, of course, went to Ghost Hunter. I was 1 vote away from beating Ghost Hunter last year for favorite admin, but he wins outright this time. I was in 2nd place. Somehow I beat Christy Edge, who always has the Sam following, but you know, and this has proven that I think I've turned into the most polarizing player on this server. I mean, I get second for numbnut of the year, but I get second for favorite admin. That's
You're
crazy.
almost like girls, you know? Girls on this server are kind of like that. Either guys fucking hate them or they love them, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Usually it's like that they love them at first and then when they get denied, they start to hate them.
Exactly, yeah.
That's usually what happens.
That's how it happens, yeah. It sucks. You know. Better the other way around, but when you go from love to hate, the hate stays hate. Rip in peace. I'm sure you know a lot about that, huh?
Yeah, a little bit more than I reveal on radio and in public.
Yeah,
but
that's too bad.
Let's keep it that way.
Let's see, your favorite city, and for a long time, San Fierro couldn't smell the second favorite city on the server, but for the second straight year, San Fierro is the second favorite city on CnR, and of course LB. Yeah, LB is gonna always be the favorite city, but it'll depend on how much percent they get. So LB, favorite city, even though it's a shit city. So GG.
Second best, I tell you. Even your city again. Is second best.
Yeah, we're always second best here. Well, that's too bad. Feels bad, man. Let's see. Favorite mission, which, you know, favorite mission. That's gotta get him out of here. Drug delivery, obviously. Yeah, drug delivery. What can I say about that? It destroyed the rest. Favorite skill, you know, Hitman, beat out Cop by 2. Oh, that. I don't play Hitman, so what can I say? Maybe one day, dick around with Hitman or some shit, or, you know, kill noobs or something. That's all I can do. Best bot Anna. Where's bot Anna again? Is that LB City Hall? LS City Hall.
LB.
LB gay. No wonder.
LB.
No wonder. Fuck that.
She's cute though. I mean, I don't like this one in San Fierro. He's bold and nerdy. Like what?
Ken Rosenberg. Rosenberg. Bot Rosie. Wow. Really? Wow.
Rosie, I think. Like the gayest
Greenback David.
Yeah, fuck David.
What?
I don't know. I just said that for no reason. Favorite vehicle. I was so sure Banshee had a very good chance to win this snit this time, but Cheetah, obviously, won number 1. Bullet gets number 2. But Banshee got number 3. Alright, drop one of clues bombs for that. Banshee, the 3rd best vehicle, or most favorite vehicle in CnR. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Alright. People gotta recognize about how good the Banshee is, and you know, we're starting to get there. Gonna campaign even more next year, man, for sure.
I don't know, I'm the only person who voted like completely different card than everyone else. I voted Windsor, and ever since I voted Windsor, C keeps spawning them for me, so I think there should be a category next year, the best white knight, because I think there's so many guys that would qualify and they could win.
Yeah, biggest white knight was a category 2 years ago, but
really?
Dr. Friday. It was made especially for Dr. Friday.
For real?
For real, yeah, obviously.
For real?
Obviously.
Where is that guy now? He died from white knight? Did he pull anything though? Did he achieve his goal?
Not with the CnR goal, no.
Oh.
No, he just got backlash and flack, so yeah, too bad.
Damn.
It kind of sucks.
Not worth it then to white knight CnR girls.
Well, when you overexert your white knight, that's when it kind of gets fucked. So you know, yeah, that's the thing. Poor Dr.
No, but
Friday.
I mean, like the attention to this though is real. Like he must have read my vote or something, because literally like few hours after my vote was submitted, he dropped me like 10 Windsors probably, and it just made me laugh so much, because I didn't actually think that someone's gonna pay attention to that. So see, you are a freaking best white knight. What can I say? It's unlucky that you're like 15-year-old girl still. Because Hollywood's too old for you.
Yeah, see, you gotta slow down. You've got to evaluate your white knight targets before you, start getting on that. Best radio DJ. Even though I'm gonna be honest and say this is kind of fraudulent, because I don't DJ outside of this show, I won. I got best DJ CnR 2018.
That's a freaking bullshit though. Like for real, look. You are the host of this radio, right? But so am I. And you don't DJ. People only know you from the radio. And they voted you the best DJ. However, I didn't get a single vote. Like, for real. How is that not a bullshitter?
Well, I mean, people just have to, know and accept you as a co-host of the show, and I don't know. You may have to, like, officially be a CnR DJ, and once you get that, maybe you'll get the recognition. Yeah. Our producer wants to come in. What do you say, Cyber? What? Go ahead.
Alright, so I've noticed probably the half of the votes favorite DJ voting non-DJ players, and I'm like, would you just go to the DJ group and say who's the DJ and vote for them, not for non-DJ players? Like, it will be great next year to add the DJ list so people vote for the actual DJs, not for non-DJ
I mean,
players.
I don't really understand why people voted Rashon for DJ, because I can tell you I DJ almost every day and no one even knows about it.
DJ something else.
Well, you can DJ, but can you do karaoke?
I'll do karaoke for you. I will hit the high C.
Oh shit, well, there you go. There you go. Well, we can arrange that one day. Okay. Perfect.
Tomorrow we're gonna DJ with Cash.
Oh, yes. But, yeah, there you go. Best DJ
Stop laughing,
2018. Best DJ 2018 goes to Rashon. Yes. Best Rate My Chase, and this category was completely botched, but, what can I expect? I mean, it's not as easy as picking, like, best summary, because it's like best summary, when you pick best summary back when Blister did, it's like summary 5, summary 10, summary 12, summary 14, but for Rate My Chases, it's kind of difficult for a person who may not understand or know the series to, grasp what people are actually voting for, because half the votes that people made in this category were ineligible. And people were voting Rate My Chases from 2017, which, we're in 2018. But the winner went to Babble and Sales Weasel Wool, which, again, I commend everybody who correctly voted in this category, because a lot of people did it wrong. But this is a meme. This is a meme. Like, and I can say that with ease because I'm the one who made the snits. But of the 31 episodes that I've made in the past 12 months, Babbles and Sales Weasel, that was probably like 16th, maybe right in the middle. That's a meme. And Skimmer screwed it up because Chase Trials should have been the winner for this award, but he thought Chase Trials residuals was Chase Trials, which is wrong. So yeah, San Andreas Mafia, man. So this category, even more than favorite player, has been botched beyond belief. So
I know, Rashon, that I was once invited to be part of DMH.
By who?
By someone who was not in DMH.
Really? Who was that?
I went to... I don't remember anymore, but it was some dude, and obviously he was trying to impress me or whatever. He was like, oh yeah, I'm in DMH, when DMH was still relevant.
Oh my god.
And I went on forums and checked, like what rank or whatever, what role he has in the crew, and he was not even in it. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, he was trying to he was trying to impress you with using stuff that didn't happen. So,
Yes.
yeah.
GG.
Well, of course, he wouldn't do it saying, "Oh, I'm a SAM member," because who the fuck cares about a SAM member? You know what I mean? Destroyed. And the final category, the best CNR video movie, went to Evangelist's Memories of Crazy Bob CNR 2018. So GG to Evangelist. And the NWA anniversary movie video. Even though I'm starting to think this is fraudulent too, because I'm pretty sure Kiko voted for his own video, which in case would not make this relevant or correct, but you know, whatever. Whatever.
You freaking cracked this shit also for like we're talking now for 2 hours about the freaking votes, and I wanted to talk 2 hours about RPV video. So what were you gonna do now?
Yeah, the RPV. That's what we're gonna do next, right? Yeah, the RPV.
Yeah, but I have like a lot of shit to say.
Okay, then we will. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you want to start off? Yeah.
So, first of all, what did you think about RPV? Like, did you like it? Did you specifically like some people in there? Were most people in there that you saw before, or were some surprises? Or
well, basically, I start off with Rashon, and I think he did a very good job. There are some people who got mad about the pictures being stretched, and there were a few stretched pictures, but he told me that some of the pictures that were submitted were stretched, so there was nothing he could do. So
you were the one that got the sneak peek of the video, right? So
yes.
I'm seriously like wondering what's wrong with your eyesight, because first of all, pictures are stretched, even Kyle Smith's picture, God forbid, he was smiling on that picture. Yeah. Because if Kyle Smith was smiling on that picture and it would have been stretched, that would have been catastrophe. He has like white smile as it is, so if you stretch it further, it will have looked ridiculous. And I don't know how some things found their place in there. I mean, like things like fake taxi shit and some other stuff. Like how did that make a pass?
Rashon wanted to add his own spice to it, and you saw with the hot dog background, and you saw with some people who had their pictures added onto, like General Price and the Tekashi 6ix9ine hair, I guess. I guess in some way that's a bit silly, but and the fake taxi thing.
Props to the guy. He correctly identified my favorite show. I am an avid watcher of Fake Taxi. I think I know pretty much all the episodes, as probably do many people here on the server. I really like the show. I mostly watch it on Sunday before the church. So, GG. I mean, the Fake Taxi, I always dreamt I would be in one, but there's no English cabbies in Slovenia, so I don't think that will ever happen.
It's too bad. And speaking of that, the wax tranny thing at the end. I mean, honestly, man, we.
So yeah. I have thought by now that it's pretty known thing that wax is a tranny.
Yes.
I mean,
even last year, the guy sent me the same picture, and I just told him to fuck off.
Yeah, because
I know the guy is a boy.
So
he's trying to be a bigger.
The guy just joins when I want to talk about him. So Machiavelli joins. So right, for those that don't know, but I think most people know by now, that wax is actually silver 63.
Yes.
So Silver 63 and Machiavelli used to be really, really close because Machiavelli thought that he is a girl. Actually, they became so close that their dicks started to touch, and that's the point. That's the point that Machiavelli figured out that Silver is a dude. So what? So what happened is that Wax discovered that his dick is touching Machiavelli, and he decided to change name to Wax and left the Silver account behind. But I don't really understand why he would want to come back to the being girl. He kind of got debunked, and now he's trying to play the same joke again. So all the guys that watched RPV and got their dicks out for a Wax, put your dicks back in your pants. Like you're getting it off on the tranny. So already like 1 out of the 5 girls that are in RPV is 100% sure fake. The other possible fake though could be Bombshell.
Bro, it's all
I don't
makes
know.
it.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to bring this up, but I have been actually sent video by C about Bombshell in particular. She has been in some older RPV videos, and she looks considerably different in those. She looks older, different, and that itself is kind of not a problem because I understand like girls change their color of their hair and makeup, and girls change over time. I mean, it's normal.
Yeah.
But it's just weird that she's not really active in the game, and she's not active on forums, but she never ever misses RPV, which is weird. Now, the other thing that is weird is that there was once a topic on the servers. It was around Christmas time, and it was pretty much like post your Christmas tree or something like that. And she or he posted a fake Christmas tree, like it was a Google picture.
Oh no.
So that makes me think, like, if you would go that far to fake the Christmas picture, I mean, maybe you live in a shitty house, or maybe you live in a shitty apartment, and you want it to look nice or whatever. But if you would put a fake Christmas tree, on the forums, then kind of makes you think that maybe the picture could be fake, But if that's actually her, no offense, then she's fucking hot. Call me. Like, for real, she's definitely most attractive girl if that's her. So we kind of figured out now that out of 5 girls in the video, 2 are possibly fake, which makes it close to 50%. And the rest 3, which is me, Shannon, and PH Jesse Victor, I think.
Jesse Victor.
Yeah. The rest 3 of us had filter on. So to all those guys that are saying shit to me like, Cash, why did you take picture with filter, blah blah blah, First of all, I took picture with filter because I wanted to piss off Rashon. Second of all, I took a picture with filter because I wanted to excite furries because I have bunny ears. And third of all, like, if someone wants to see my picture without filter, there is one on forums, so you can do it if you want. But yeah, it's not really good statistics for girls. What do you think?
Well, the furry thing I was not thinking of. I just thought it was standard.
I actually did it for Octavia. I know he's a furry, probably.
Oh.
Most likely.
Oh well.
Yes.
Yes. Let me see. What was I gonna say now? Oh, yeah. I was gonna say like 5 minutes ago that the Machiavelli wax thing. I mean, if it took that long for their dicks to touch, then they probably don't have anyway. But they don't have. But yeah, RPV was I thought it was pretty good. People were complaining, but Ricefield,
Oh wait, I have more things to talk about RPV.
Wow.
For real?
Wow.
You don't want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
So yeah, the other thing I was really surprised about is where should I start? Should I start with Slovenian guys or American ones?
Both.
Okay, so I was really freaking like speaking of trannies, right? I was freaking surprised by everything. Like this dude also has a history of kind of being a tranny, I guess. Not so much in the game, but there's for sure people that still think that everything is a girl because he posted a picture of really, really attractive girl once in RPV, which I think was his sister, and she's fucking hot. And right now he kind of like decided to come back to being a guy, and so he's kind of sex shifting or shape shifting or whatever. But
Yes.
from what I remember, everything from years ago when I saw actual his picture, he was like scrawny kid. He was a little bit skinny and like kind of like a nerdy guy. No offense. So I see him this time like in RPV, and I'm like, who the fuck is this dude? Is this like a fake picture again, or is it actually him? You know? But it is him. It is him. Just his freaking shoulders and arms, man. They're huge. Like Rashon, holy fuck, you have nugget arms compared to that dude. So I just like I'm surprised, you know. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if guys working out or it's that just effect of shape shifting, because then I would kindly advise all the guys to turn into girl, come back as a guy, and you will have some gains.
Well, I mean, Big had a reaction to that on the RPV thread. So, you know, I am not going to speak for him, but all I'll say is, listen, you and this fucking nugget arm and snits, okay? You need to fuck off into a crater, okay? Very simple. Just fuck off into a crater, because that is complete and utter bullshit. All right, simple, very simple.
And
Simple.
yeah, I mean, there was really like kind of a lot of good-looking guys in the video. I didn't know, like, I mean, I guess the CnR community is kind of good-looking one. Because also, for those that are listening to the show, I think they heard before that I don't really like Slovenian guys because I think they're not very nice guys, and I kind of refrained from dating them even in real life. And I was surprised to see two guys, actually two Slovenian guys in the video. One was Agent M and the other one was Klapson. I have always known actually that Agent M is a gay, so I kind of expected him to look nice, you know, because gays take care of how they look. But I didn't expect him to look.
At some point, I got confused with Agent M that looks like Dupree from CSGO.
Oh.
Kind of like, is he Dupree or just trying to be like him, like hairstyle and things?
And the other guy who submitted picture, which I was really surprised, is Klapson, who I actually voted for the nicest new player. He's really like my favorite Slovenian guy. He likes football and like
Soccer.
He's really nice. And yeah, so I don't know, probably not many of you know, but I had a chance to meet Klapson this Sunday actually, because I live in a village, or yeah, it's a village that's kind of touristy. A lot of people come over for weekend, like running, biking, whatever, you know, because it's a nice place. So he's really into biking, and he decided he's gonna come in my at my village, and he was like, "Hey, Cash, let's meet up," you know. We talk a lot in game and stuff like that. But I dodged it because I had some contract to sign for my new flat, apartment, whatever. And I'm freaking bummed out now that I fucking dodged it, because the guy looks good. I mean, apart from like being really sweet guy, he looks good. And yesterday even I figured out that he listens to exactly the same music as me, which is kind of rare because I have some weird music taste. So yeah, surprised. big surprise.
Well,
And Yep.
I think you're making excuses, Kesh. I think you're just being a pussy. I'm pretty sure you're being a pussy. You just you tried to bring up this contract thing, but I'm pretty sure you just chickened out. I mean,
yo, Rashon, listen, I didn't even get started on you yet on RPV,
Yeah.
right? So if you would want to meet up, man, I would not miss that opportunity. For real. You know why though?
well, yeah. Well,
Because like the picture I saw from you, right? I will be typical gold digger here that people have me for since I'm a girl. Them like chains and fucking Rolex on your arm or something. Holy shit.
yeah, those
Like
were
this
100% real.
YouTube career of yours is going super well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that Rolex watch was 100% authentic, 14 karat, and the money necklace. I mean, damn, I actually won that. I didn't buy it. I won it, because I'm just that damn lucky
Two
and
chains.
that I'm that damn fly. You know what I mean? So
So Rashon, if you ever happen to miss that Paris flight,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
you are always welcome. You will be welcome nice in Slovenia.
Well, of course.
I'm sure
because,
that a lot of girls will take interest in you being the third or the fourth black dude in Slovenia.
yeah, exactly. First of all, I don't have a plan for France. All right, and that's a meme. And
If you were John, then you would have planned for Slovenia, though. But
yeah, John, he's still holding on to them tickets. He really is. But yeah,
it's kind of cute.
just like with Kyle Smith and his teeth, the only thing you have to do if you're a black guy is go to Europe, in a country with 99% white people, and you'll immediately be sought after. So,
Yo, Rashon, since you mentioned Kyle Smith, his girl though, bro, like she's hot. Like
For
I don't
that.
know if that's white teeth effect or having a big wallet effect or big dick effect, but something is there that is working, bro. Maybe you should take some tips from Kyle Smith.
well,
Do you
first
think?
of all,
Do you
What?
think they're doing it on his chairs?
well, I mean, he's gotta have to. He has to have saved 2 or 3 since
Why would you say
the
that?
business went away. I mean, listen, it's a great question. Like, I
Well,
mean, it's
you need to test your own products.
yeah, and the chair is spacey for one person, but gotta
There's
try
a
to make it
gravity.
too.
There's a gravity on it.
Go. Yeah. So I could definitely see that. Listen, y'all are laughing, but Kyle Smith, like, he's having sex on his chair, and what y'all doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's a chair he made himself, bro. Like, for real.
The guy has fucking hot girlfriend though. I mean,
Yeah, for real.
holy shit. Yeah, he has really hot a girlfriend. I don't actually know what. I mean, no offense, what she saw in him, but
That's not the hater.
Oof. But Kyle Smith, he's balling. He's balling. So
yeah.
can't really
And
talk
also, I wanted to extend my special thanks to Warlord because since I've been voted with him to be the best couple, I've actually always wondered how Warlord's back looks like, because his picture was just awesome.
Yeah, having his back to the camera. I mean, honestly, get him out of here. Yeah, back to the camera, man.
Alright.
Yeah, back to the camera, man. I mean, honestly, you gotta put your front to the camera if you're gonna take an RPV picture. For real. Can't have that type of snit. But,
There was apparently a lot of people that missed RPV as well. Like Christy Edge was like, "Where's my picture?" You know. Obviously, we kind of figured out already that Christy is unable to stick to dates, so it was probably submitted too late. And yeah, apparently the Victor badge was in RPV as well, but under name
the Unforgiven guy.
And C has said that he posted a picture, but I don't know. It was just probably Finnish effect, you know. He kind of backed out or something.
He was too scared, I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, nice people on RPV. Surprised, good-looking people.
Yeah, you know, through all the assholery on the server, there's a lot of good-looking fags on in CnR.
Some pictures, though. Some pictures were just as stretch as Sam's ass is gonna be after this this show, but all in all, good video.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's ass is always stretched anyway, so. Well, that was the RPB, that was the CnR Awards. I see Stepa crying in chat again. You know, gotta wipe those tears, young man. You know, but that's gonna end the Punkery show for, you know, the Taberfaga Burger. For Cash, this is Rashon, and we'll see you next week on